Oh, hey everyone, what's going on? This is Backroom Noise episode 246. Right now on the show, we got Nick.
Whack.
Yeah, and then we have me.
That's
I think Nathan is going to be coming by. But a lot of people, they're busy people, you know? Chance is at work, Mark's at work, Kyle's on a plane. You know, it's just... Kyle is leaving his country to go to another country. And, you know. Good luck.
Effort to make money.
Yeah. Like, he's a good employee, let's just say that much. But Nick and I were talking about... There's a few things I want to talk about during this podcast. One of them is something I'm very hyped about. I'll get to. I will.
Hype?
But we were talking about... Nick has been playing a game called Boundless, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that come out? Did you find out?
It came out on the 11th, so...
It's been out for 11 days. What day did you... Do you know, like, how long you've had it? Did you get it day one?
I started it the night of day one.
Okay. The night of day one. Have you played it every day?
I think so.
Alright.
Actually.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna go with... You've got... I'm gonna say 28 hours.
Oh, you're gonna need to guess higher, friend.
Higher, okay. I was lowballing you, apparently. Is it 35?
You're very low, friend.
Really low. Okay. Is it over 50?
Yeah, it's over 50.
Okay. Is it 60?
Higher than 60.
70.
Now we're in the very warm territory.
71?
73.
73. Wow, dude, you must really like this game then.
Yeah.
I'm happy though, because it's always nice to find a game you're really into. You know,
It's really nice to have random people to play with and actually get together and be like, hey, yo, let's go do this.
Yeah, dude, that it seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And for me, when it comes to the video games, I've been playing a Soul Lock with Brecken in Pokemon, and we're playing Ultra Moon. And let me tell you, dude, this is the hardest Pokemon game I think I've ever played in my entire life.
Because you're sad when you have to get rid of it.
Dude, it is, but we've lost so many Pokemon. So many good Pokemon, too. And then I faced the strongest Pokemon in the game. It's not a Pokemon you could catch. It's called Ultimate Necrozma. And I may have one-shot it. And, Brecken was like, why? How? Because there's so much... Pokemon is so much different than when I had originally played it. And not in a bad way either. I think a lot of the things they did are pretty cool. Like, I'm a fan of Z moves and Z moves and Megas. Just them. Always really have been. So no, we've had a few conversations on TeamSpeak. I think Steve was the one who was like not really for Megas, which I completely understand.
I mean, I'm not crazy about them either.
Yeah,
I haven't been playing that much in the recent entries. So for Sun and Moon, I actually didn't even finish Sun and Moon.
Okay, I'm playing Ultra Sun and Moon though, so it is a little different than Sun and Moon. It has more content, and apparently, it's a little bit harder game too. But it doesn't help that it's my first time playing this gen, and it's Soul Lock, which quick run through for people who might not know what a Soul Lock is. A Soul Lock is Brecken and I, we catch Pokemon at every route, like one per route like a normal Nuzlocke, but if her Pokemon dies, my Pokemon that's linked with hers also dies. So if one of us loses a Pokemon, we both lose that Pokemon. So
nice.
So it causes a lot of Pokemon to die. It's
I mean, if you wanted to be petty, you can be very petty with this.
Yeah. Like, it depends. For certain matchups, like, for some reason, I got a Pokemon that I didn't like. and she had a Pokemon she really liked, I could sack it off. I'd be like, oh no, it died. But
Oh, no.
it's like, oh no, it died. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, Nathan's out with some friends.
Well, that's no fun.
I mean, for him, it's probably a lot of fun.
I know Dylan was texting me before, but I don't know if he'll get on.
Yeah, it was an open invite to everyone in that chat. And Henry said he is out of his house, which then I'm like, why don't you just go back in it?
It doesn't leave us with a lot of people here tonight.
No, we've in the last few weeks of background noise, we've been very light on people coming on. It's just kind of what happens with the time of year, though.
Yeah.
It's a really busy time of year for people, and I understand that. Like, I am pretty sure I'm just as busy as any of these people are, and it's just like, it's a hard time. It's not easy to be able to take time out on the weekend to do stuff. Because, like, I don't really... So, like, I come on for this, of course. But other than that, I don't really have, like, a lot that I get to do during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off of pure, like, time constraints. Because we get so much work to do from school. Man, it's just, like... I don't even know where we could fit the time in for half these things. That's why when people are like, oh, I have such a social life. I'm like, how? How do you do this? Teach me your
the
ways.
old saying, it's out of the three, pick two. Social life, education, or sleep.
Yeah, that's true. In this case, I feel like I picked one.
Yeah.
It's like education comes with a loss of sleep.
I mean, if you want to make it a more true statement, it's pick 2.5 and have the two halves automatically fail.
Yeah. Honestly, though, that is unfortunately way too true. But yeah, you know, it's a fun time. Like I'm so busy now, but like I'm looking forward to getting on like a normal schedule and stuff and being able to have some free time. I haven't really talked about this much. I don't think I have mentioned it on the podcast yet. I only mentioned to a few friends. When this semester's over, I think I'm going to take a few months to work on like some books. Whether yeah, because I got weirdly inspired to write some children's books recently. Like it's just something I really want to write. So I think I might take like a month or two out and just grind that out.
Okay.
So that it's interesting. It's something that I've talked to my family about, and they're supportive of it because obviously, if I'm grinding that hard on writing those books, I'm not gonna really have much time for anything else.
Right.
So they're okay with me doing that for a little bit, but I'll obviously be working at least part-time during that, because, you know, I can't just sit there and do nothing forever. That'd be nice, though, right? Like, just win the lottery or something. Maybe we should just all play the lottery.
It's not nice.
It's true. We should just all, like, as a group, play the lottery, and it's split it.
Oh, boy.
Right? That'd be fun.
There's so many implications to that.
Someone's gonna screw someone over. Like, you just know it. Like, that's usually how that works.
Well, it's not even, like, that part. It's just, you also have to deal with the amount that the government takes out of it if you win the lottery.
Yeah.
And you gotta wind up splitting it that way, and obviously somebody's not gonna get the memo.
Yeah, of course. it's like a pipe dream kind of thing where it'd be like, it would be really cool to do that. But like, it's weird. It's like I feel like winning the lottery is oddly like one of the greatest things and worst things that could ever happen to a person. Because yeah, you would have, basically, it's not infinite, but like, you have a supply of money that could last you probably the rest of your life, like easily in a few generations if you're smart with your money. But it's just like, man, like I don't understand how even if you had like hundreds of millions of dollars, wouldn't you eventually just get bored of it?
I mean, I guess that you gotta do something that gives life purpose.
That's true. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Aha. But, yeah, I just don't know. Winning the lottery would be really cool and all, but, not really. I don't know. I'm saying this now, but I could watch, if I ever won the lottery, I'd be like, this is the greatest thing ever!
Well, yeah, it's a slow fear.
Yeah. Because, like...
it'll slowly creep up on you.
Exactly. But, you know, I want to talk about something I'm really hyped about now. I've been holding back, and, I'm proud to say that Nick was the one who told me about it, and I'm very happy. So, people who watch the show often will know how I rave about the movie Space Jam. And Space Jam 2 is going to be coming out eventually, and with LeBron James. This is a movie that we've been talking about for like a decade. Like, for LeBron James being in Space Jam 2 for the longest time.
It's almost literally a decade in the making.
It really is, dude, because it's like, fans have been saying, like, yeah, we need to remake Space Jam with LeBron James. I would be actually upset if it's a straight remake, by the way. And I hope it's like a sequel. Like, and somehow. Like, they don't pretend that Michael Jordan never did anything. I'd be kind of upset, because I'm like, no, Michael Jordan, that's cool. Like, you can't get rid of that one. But there's a lot of ways they could do it. I'm just excited, man. Like, even if it's a bad movie, it'll be like... Because Space Jam 1 came out in 1996, and not to give out too much information about ourselves, but most of the people that you see in the podcast, a lot of us were born in that year, the year prior, the year after. For the most part, like, there's a lot of us in that age range. And it's like, none of us would have been... no one of us would have been able to see it in theaters and have, like, cognitive memory of it. And it's nice that, like, I will probably be able to say, I lived to see a Space Jam come out. Whether that's going to mean anything to people a decade later or not, you know, probably not. But
it'd be nice.
It would be nice. Yeah. Alright, so I know that you're up to date on all of the Marvel movies, right?
I have not seen Ant-Man and Wasp.
Okay. Oh, I actually have not either. Never mind, I'm not even up to date on the Marvel movies. Damn. Anyways, where do you like
fair, where? That's probably the one that I'm the least excited about.
I'm. This is sound wrong, but I'm excited for the after credit scene because I haven't seen it, and I've been saying this since before it came out. I'm excited because I don't know this for a fact, but I feel as if due to the implications of Infinity War, the post-credits scene is going to be one, if not both of them, fading. So that's just sort of like my theory I've had for a while. I probably could look it up, but I don't want to because when I eventually see it, I want to know if I was right.
Eventually.
Yeah, because I remember when Infinity War first came out, I saw Infinity War with, I want to say it was Brecken, Mark, and Jacob. And we talked about it, and we both thought that it might be interesting if, say, Ant-Man disappeared and, like, the Wasp didn't. Or something along those lines. Just, like, a weird, like... Because Infinity War has been out for long enough. So, anything we say here, spoilers, if you don't want to listen to it. But, obviously, Nick, we know that most of the cast disappears.
Well, if you notice distinctly, it seems that most of the original cast
is still there.
Is around.
Yeah. It's like the original cast plus Rocket and Nebula, if I'm correct.
It's kind of like, I wonder why all of those people
survived. And it's like... It's almost like a thing where I don't want it to be true because of the implications of... I know this is maybe a weird like character to be fixated on, but the implications of losing Rocket...
Oh, yeah.
Like, permanently, I would be super sad. Just because it's like... man. But then Brecken pointed out something really good. She said that as much as she doesn't want it to happen, notice how much time in like the Guardians movies they've like given Rocket to develop as a character.
Yeah,
it's actually a lot.
I recently saw the second Guardians film.
Okay, yeah.
And oh my god.
Yeah. Rocket gets a lot of room to grow in that movie.
I loved that development.
Dude,
But also, I really loved Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
I knew it was gonna happen, and I really didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. They put in too many feels.
Yeah, Guardians 2 has been out longer than Infinity War.
The real plot all along.
Yeah, so I just want to, yet again, throw out a spoiler warning, this time for Guardians 2. Damn, I never, like, watching Guardians 1, I didn't think Yondu would be such an amazing, like, and vital character. Because... You know, we don't go super deep in detail to Star-Lord or Peter Quill's like background in Guardians 1. It's more of just a straight origin movie for like how they got together.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's very cool. I liked it a lot. I want to ask you a question. Now that you've seen both Guardians, do you like one more than the other?
I would say I like certain parts of each more than the other.
That's a really fair answer, to be honest. That's about where I think I lie as well on that.
Because I think for me, where they were driving the main plot of 2 was sort of... It just didn't feel great.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All the side plots were really, really good because they all wound up tying back into the main plot.
You are 100% right on that. Because the dude, like we were just talking about the Rocket and Yondu story, that honestly was the highlight of the movie for me.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
It's like because going in, there was all this like people were talking about like how cute Baby Groot was and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. There's like a real possibility here that Groot ends up being a character that like really disappoints in this movie.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really disappointed because I thought that the scene or scenes where they Yondu is trying to explain to Groot what his like head thing is and to get him to bring it to him was one of the funniest parts of the movie.
Oh yeah.
It comes back with a thumb at one point, I'm pretty sure, or a toe. It's like, I don't want to know where you got that from. But something I wanted to say about Infinity War that just slipped my mind before was I actually thought that Infinity War did a really good job on a lot of aspects of the movie. I thought that because I was like, it's going to be hard to mix in all these different movies because, like, Guardians of the Galaxy and the normal Avengers movies have completely different tones to them. The Guardians are more of, like, a fun-loving group, you know, who, like, you're going to laugh your ass off watching that movie. And then Avengers, it's more of a gritty, serious thing. And I thought that when they switched, like, in the middle of the movie, like, they switched to, like, Guardian style, they did that really well. And I was really scared that they were gonna, like, ruin something, but they didn't. That was cool. I was a real fan of that, because I'm like, oh god, what are they gonna do? Alright, Thor talking to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm okay with this. Like, the way they, decided to move Thor's character, I think, was really good.
Well, I think it was really important that Thor had a good movie, which was Ragnarok. And
yes,
it's not like the other movies were bad, but trying to make Thor a serious character just was not working.
No, not at all. Truthfully, out of all the Marvel movies, the two Thors before Thor Ragnarok were probably two of my least favorites that have come out in the MCU.
I'm sorry, have you seen the Hulk?
I said some of my least favorites. Like, the Hulk was definitely down there. And
then you gotta admit that some of the Iron Man movies were some of the earliest, so they were kind of some of the worst, only because they were working out the formula still.
Yeah, like Iron Man, so I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, the antagonist is played by Mickey Rourke, and I really like Mickey Rourke when he's in movies. So I'm extremely biased, but Iron Man 2 wasn't great. Iron Man 3 definitely was not great. I still think Iron Man 1 holds up a bit. I really liked...
I think a little bit.
Not as much as, like, newer movies that come out. Like, when it comes to, like, origin movies, it was, like, the first movie in the MCU that, like, really brought people to, like, I'm curious to see what's going to happen now. And I like that. I really do. But in comparison to, like, a movie like Doctor Strange or Black Panther being, like, an origin movie, I think Iron Man doesn't, like, quite meet those standards now. I don't know how, like, you feel about Black Panther and Doctor Strange, but they're some of my favorite movies in the MCU. I really like them.
They were fantastic.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange felt a little odd in the way that it took care of the antagonist, but I certainly liked the big finale facing off against the big bad.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Just when you just have people messing with that part of the video and just turning it into different things in their own headcanon and putting it on YouTube, it can be the funniest bit.
Dude, honestly. People are so creative. Sometimes it's honestly amazing. But yeah, I thought I'm with you on, like, they dealt with the antagonist kind of weird in Doctor Strange. Dude, Black Panther, man, I might be some people might disagree.
Ambiguity.
I did like almost everything about it, but had the best antagonist probably out of most of the films.
Because you know that in some ways, he's right.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like, it was weird, dude. Like, I swear that it was one of the first times in the MCU movies that I've ever gone, like, why... Why am I on the antagonist side so much more right now? Like, I'm actually rooting for him. And, that's not, to say that the protagonist, wasn't good. But I just really thought War Mongrel was super good, you know? He had so many reasons to do what he did. And I was a fan. I definitely was.
And you also had to see it as Black Panther also had to recognize that there were reasons that he was validated.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, he was very validated. Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, because I don't know. It's hard to say, but he was just such a good character. He was 100% validated in, like, most of the things he did. Yeah, maybe he could have gone about it in a different way. But then he wouldn't quite be the antagonist if he did it in, like, a really nice way. But I liked how the way they tied in everything. Like, I love when movies, like, show a scene that from the past or something, and then they show you the same scene again from a different angle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about the scene where his father, you know?
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
That, I love when movies do that. Like, it's something that I'm just like, yes, what done right? That's so cool. Like, it's one of the coolest things you could possibly do. And, they did it well. I'm really happy they did. They did a good job. And,
Good job.
Good job. Such a joy. But, yeah. What else? Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other movies that, like, I really loved in the MCU. Obviously the Guardians. I'm trying to think who else I was really into. I had a list of all of the movies at some point written in this notebook.
What about Spider-Man?
Oh, Spider-Man Homecoming was great. I really liked that movie.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, man. I don't feel so good,
Tony.
Mr. Stark. It's just like... Dude,
Think about it, Tony. Your name's Tony.
I know, man. It felt worse. Oh, dude, it's just.
Oh, hey, that's a meteor. Ah, cool.
No,
By the way,
not cool.
as a side note, in Boundless, there are meteors that will fall onto the planet from time to time, and they're like public events.
Oh god, that's both amazing and horrifying.
Yep.
Cause like, you guys are basically the dinosaurs if things go bad, right?
No. It's more or less just like a tiny meteor.
How funny would it be though if it's like, all right, all resources are cut off. Good luck. I'd be like, excuse me, hello.
I think a lot of people would be having a very bad time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, very bad time actually.
I think most people would just simply go to another planet.
They'd be like,
Because at this
"Fuck
point,
this."
a lot of the planets are so connected. It's
Okay.
really hard to not find a portal to another planet.
Alrighty, that makes sense. It's a good old time. Do you know what I was actually watching recently? It's Pokemon related. I was watching someone play Pokemon Uranium.
Oh?
And I've had Pokemon Uranium on my computer for so long that now I'm like, I want to play Pokemon Uranium. And for anyone watching who may not know, Pokemon Uranium is a fan-made game that Nintendo basically shut down like as soon as possible. And
Well, as soon as it hit release.
yeah. And I made sure that I found a copy. And I kept it. I still have it. So
I'm sure these will be used in your court hearing later.
yeah, I mean, I've never had it before, Nintendo. I was just saying those things to be funny, and you'll never catch me playing it as I play it.
Hardy har.
Hardy har har. I don't know. It seems like a fun game. I just love the idea of people who are Pokemon fans making Pokemon games. And obviously they don't have to be canon, but I don't think that Nintendo should take them down fully. Like maybe if they start to earn money, obviously they would owe a share probably to Nintendo and anyone who owns Pokemon. Because it makes sense. You're using their concept to sell games.
Yeah.
It's a royalty fee at that point, in my opinion. Which makes sense. It's like if you were to sample a song, most of the time you have to pay to have that part of that song in your song. So it's very similar to me, at the very least. And I don't see a problem with it. But, you know. I don't know. It just looks like so much fun that I'm like, oh, dude. Like, why do you have to get rid of these beautiful, beautiful little baby games? What do they ever do to you?
You know what they did recently, right?
No, I have no idea. Oh, is it the ROMs thing?
Yeah, it's the ROMs on the Switch.
Ah.
So not only did they take them from people that they then took down, but now they're giving them out for free. And saying, oh yeah, this is our stuff. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you didn't make the ROMs for this. I know you own the intellectual property of it, but I'm pretty sure you didn't put in the work for this.
Right, it's just like, that shit bums me out too, because it's like, someone put a lot of work into making that possible. And it's like, no, this, not anymore. It's, very much not a thing gonna happen.
It's like, no, no, no.
No, you're done.
No, no, no.
It's like, nah, this ain't happening, homie. And you're just like, but.
But why?
Yeah. It's like, why do you do this? Why? 1,000 times why? But, you know, things have, been interesting within all of these worlds. Pokemon, I don't know, dude. Like, I've been so into Pokemon lately that it's crazy. I just never, not that I never thought I'd play it again, but I remember playing up until Pokemon Black and White, playing Pokemon Black and White and being like, I just am not having fun with this game anymore, and I just stopped. Like, I think I beat Pokemon Black and White. I actually can't tell you for 100% fact if I did or not. But it's so much fun. I'm so thankful for Brecken and everyone getting me back into it, because it's something that I really enjoy now. And you know, it's a good time. It's fun to revisit something that like you loved as a kid.
Yeah.
And then have fun with it again, you know?
I think I drained the fun out of it for myself, because now all I think about is trying to min-max my fights.
Okay. That's fair.
Makes it a little bit difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because then I have to intentionally try to do something stupid to make it more fun.
You take out the fun factor right there, you know? And it's just... I am getting, like, really I want to get into competitive Pokemon. Mm-hmm. It's just something that I think is super interesting, and I have a lot of fun watching competitive Pokemon battles right now. It's something that I want to at least say that I tried at one point in my life. Right. And be like, yeah, I tried it, and if I try it and I'm still having a lot of fun with it, then I'll be like, wow, this is really fun. Or if I tried it and it wasn't for me, then I'll be like, well, at least I tried.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'd rather say in life that I tried this thing than I didn't. Just I don't want to like look back and like a decade or something and be like, if only I had tried competitive Pokemon. That's sort of the reason why I've been sticking around Counter-Strike too. I still play every now and then. I'm still on a team, and like half the reason like I still stick around on the team because it's like the what if thing. It's like, yeah, but like what if this season we do really well and like we move up to the next division and then we move up again and again. Truthfully, we don't put nearly enough time into the game to do that. It's not like I'm meaning to call out like anyone on my team or anything because I'm not playing nearly enough either. I guarantee yeah, it's everyone. I guarantee if I look at my hours, it's going to be very low. In the last 2 weeks, I've played 1.4 hours of games on Steam.
Oh, that's a lot lower than I was going to guess.
Yeah. 1.4 in the last 2 weeks of any game. Not just CS. It's because I haven't had a lot of time. And this is coming from a man who... Wow. Alright, I'm going to have you guess this. Like, I'm going to... If anyone's in chat, you're welcome to guess too. Let's play a fun game called Guess My Hours in Counter-Strike.
It's easily over 2,000.
Yeah.
I know this because I remember looking at that one weird and shady job, and I was like, oh, Tony could qualify for this.
Yeah, right? It's like, I would have qualified, but it's like, that doesn't... Man, I'm weirded out by this. I don't like this.
A little too shady for my taste.
Yeah, it's just like, as cool as that would be. No thanks.
No thanks, fam.
Yeah. It's like, it looks sketchy, but yeah, it is north of 2,000 hours. So I'll say that much.
Is it north of 2,500?
Yes.
2,700.
A little bit higher.
2,730.
Okay, it's a few hundred higher than 2,700.
So like 3,300.
Less.
3,100.
Less.
2,950.
Super close.
Am I in like single digits range?
You are 50 away. So is it 3,000 or is it 2,900?
I'm gonna say 3,000.
It's 2,900. I am not messing with you here. I legitimately have 2,900 hours exactly right now. Which I looked at, I'm like, that's kind of funny.
That's kind of way too exact.
It's just like, really? Like, what are the odds of me looking at it now and it being a nice even number? And then it's like, man, I have a lot of hours in this game, but like, if I look at all of my games, and it's like, alright, let's go to, like, the hours marks. It's like, yeah, Counter-Strike Go, it's 2,900 now. Garry's Mod, I had 1,262. Rocket League, I have 234. PUBG, I had 119. Tabletop, I have 100. GTA 5, I got 97. Rainbow Six Siege, I got 48. Rust, 37, and it just gets lower and lower and lower. But yeah, because like I primarily played the same few games. And it's not like a complaint or anything, because I really like these games. There's some fun games, man. Which I played the hell out of. I wish I could have like a counter for how many hours that I spent playing Mass Effect in total. Because I only played through Mass Effects 1 and 2 on PC once. But I played on console. God, that's a disgusting amount of hours. I think I would have played... At least Mass Effect 1 I've played probably 3 or 4 times. Mass Effect 2 I've played at least 10 all the way through. And then Mass Effect 3 I think I've only played 2 or 3 times. But man, I love Mass Effect 2. But Mass Effect 3 probably is still my favorite out of them, just because I like the way it wraps up all the stories and stuff. A lot of people...
Controversial.
Yeah, exactly. Funny enough, dude, like, I'll talk about this, because I'm not going to give away any spoilers, because
I mean, do the endings matter to you? All it is a different color.
Yeah. But just in case someone watching hasn't finished the games or something, I'm gonna say as least as I can about it as I drop something. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought that it was fun, and I am probably wrong. That's
so here's where I got set off with it. I played through it and I was like, okay, cool. But then I was like, alright, I want to find out what the other endings are. And play through it again.
And then it's like, oh.
And then I'm like,
oh?
wait, did I choose? Did I
fuck up?
did I fuck it up? What?
And that's, I think, where we're gonna leave going any deeper into spoilers, because man, I'll spoil any movie for you, but Mass Effect, it's a baby. Like, if you haven't finished the series, I will not tell you how it ends. Like, I'm not
spoilers here.
like background noise, the land of no spoilers. We don't ever spoil anything here. Never. Not once. You can't prove that I've ever spoiled anything. We've, as I said, spoiler warning 3 times probably already this show. And, it's a good old time. But there are a lot of games that, like, I want to play at some point too. I just have never gotten around to playing. Like, I never played Fallout 4. I want to play Fallout 4 because, new Fallouts are coming.
For some reason, I really liked Fallout games. But now, they just seem too depressing to me.
In what way? Because I'm like, they always were pretty depressing.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just, like, how I've progressed in life and whatnot, and I'm just like, I don't feel like playing these games that have this super depressing environment. I'd rather have something like Skyrim.
Oh yeah, I respect that for sure. Yeah, because it's just like, it's like I've played a few times in this wasteland here. Like, it's just that, man. Wasteland.
I mean, if you ask me to sing any of the songs that you hear on the radio in Fallout 3, I could probably sing them, even though I haven't touched Fallout 3 in literal years.
The music in those games were amazing.
Funny enough, I was at somebody's pool last week, and one of the songs comes on, and it's... I don't know how it came up in the playlist.
Yeah.
But I turned it up because all the other people were in the pool, and I'm like, I know this song, and they're like, what? This song is like 40 years old. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I know this song.
Dude, it's like my favorite song that played in any of the Fallouts was "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire."
Yeah.
By Dink Spots. Ah, dude, it's such a great song, man. It's such a great song that I listen to it on a regular basis, and I'm happy to say that I do. It's a really good song. It like encapsulates what Fallout is like about too, and it's so like sometimes I'm very weird when it comes to video games. I don't play a thing when I really liked an older game. Because I think part of the reason I haven't played Fallout 4 yet is because I really liked Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I know a lot of people don't like New Vegas for some reason.
You know what happened to me in New Vegas?
What?
I got to the point where I could take just about any of the endings. I think there were 2 that I hadn't opened up yet. And I had spent so long ignoring the opportunities that they started going against me, and I'm like, alright, I wanted to actually side with these guys, so then I tried every way to get there fast enough to actually progress the quest line, and no matter what I could do, I could not stop them from getting angry at me for taking too long to reply.
Damn it.
So, and mind you, I also don't know that there's an alternate way to end that game.
Okay. There are there are a few endings.
Because they will not let you not have an ending if you manage to screw up all the quests.
Yeah. You can the Fallout New Vegas, I know there's at least 4 different endings. There's I know for 100% there's 3. Because you can take the route of the NCR. You could take Caesar's Legion. And I think you can take the house route as well.
Yeah.
And I like all 3 of those.
User joined
They're
your channel.
A bunch of good
Hello.
routes. Hi, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. How about you guys?
Doing well, man. Doing well. We were actually just talking about Fallout.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you care about Fallout New Vegas spoilers?
No.
Okay. Because I think there's also an ending by siding with the drug gang out.
Oh, the powder
Valley.
gangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Yep, you're right. I forgot about that ending.
And then I thought that there were two options for endings with the house, where there was one where
You're probably right.
where you didn't take over and one that you did. Right?
What house?
Okay, so in Fallout New Vegas, there's a guy named Mr. House.
Oh.
And he is a person that has run the New Vegas Strip for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you can take his side on things. There is another group called the NCR. I believe it stands for New California Republic. And there's also one called Caesar's Legion. And you can take any of those routes. And there is multiple ways you can go with the house one. Because, Nick, you know that whether you take over or not, or whether you... spoiler part here. Whether you leave him alive or not. It can change what happens. I honestly forgot about the powder gangers. Just because it's not really something I think I would have ever chose.
Yeah.
Because there was just so many other
Options and more obvious ones.
Yeah.
It's not that they're not a good choice, it's just that they're not as obvious of a choice.
Yeah, because it's like they're in like the final like end credits thing, or like I'm pretty sure they go through like all the groups and like where you stood with them. I'm like, oh, this.
I wouldn't know because I never finished the game because I thought I had messed up my game.
Okay. I mean, it was a fun game. I liked it. Like in like the Fallout community, a lot of people hate New Vegas. But I tend to be a person that likes things that people don't like.
I was pretty happy with New Vegas, not gonna lie.
Alright, well I'm glad to hear that there's other people who like New Vegas, because I'm like, I don't know, I had fun with it, man.
I mean, I thought it was better than Fallout 4 at the very least.
See, I haven't played Fallout 4. And,
I also never finished Fallout 4 because I might have modded it till it crashed.
Oh no, he broke it.
And then I might have broke it further by then. I think I started a new character, and then I basically just used console commands to get whatever I wanted.
There you go. Yeah.
And then I was like, this isn't that much fun anymore.
Did you? So, Steve, you weren't a fan of Fallout 4?
No.
Was there any aspects of it that you didn't like? Was it
No.
the shelters?
No, I just don't like the combat, actually.
Okay.
In all Fallout games, pretty much.
I like the
Go ahead.
old combat like a decent amount.
The old combat's better than the new combat.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
It's not great combat. It never really
Yeah.
has been.
Yeah.
But I like the old VAT system better. And
Yeah. See, I prefer, like, the old style, like...
I prefer the mysterious stranger.
No.
the mysterious stranger, yeah. You shoot just a random guy who appears, kills them in one shot. Like, yeah, okay.
I prefer, like, do you remember back when, like Fallout 2, Fallout 1?
I actually never played Fallout 1 and 2.
That's kind of a different genre.
Yeah, I never played through them, but I like the combat in that a lot.
What was
Better?
the combat like?
Let me think of the game that you might know. Do you know Baldur's Gate?
No.
Ooh.
It's kind of a tactical RPG.
Okay.
Yeah.
like
it's-
the top-down.
Oh
version.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm remembering gameplay from it a little bit. Yeah, because it wasn't more like a. I don't want to say it was like a city manager kind of game, but like
No, it was more of like a team management.
that's better. So like maybe not, but XCOM ish, or like not quite.
It
I'd say
was,
not quite.
Yeah, it's almost like the Bureau, XCOM the Bureau.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Because
more,
you're doing everything in that tactical overworld.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's almost like if Dungeons and Dragons had an automated system,
All right.
but it was on a tactical grid.
Yeah.
I think I'm a fan.
It's you should go back and play them.
Yeah.
They're really outdated.
It's like the only thing.
But they did give rise to some of the most interesting characters in Fallout.
Yeah, I've heard some interesting things about
That also carry over into the other Fallout games.
yeah. Dude, like the vaults are just some of the most interesting things ever. By the way.
Yes. What was that one vault? The Gary Vault?
Oh no.
I don't know why I don't remember the Gary Vault.
Oh, you should
It's
remember
where
the Gary
there's just
Vault.
clones and
Oh,
clones
that
of
one!
Gary.
Okay. I didn't remember that his name was Gary. Which is a real Gary.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's so many cool vaults and so many just fucked up vaults. Sometimes
Yeah.
those are the same thing, by the way.
Gary.
Oh, man. Like, Fallout was just a very fun time for me. Like, Fallout 3 New Vegas. I spent a
Yeah.
lot of time just playing, and I really liked it. That's why I always would get sad when people would just be like, man, Fallout New Vegas sucks. I'm like, but I mean, I had fun. It was fun to me. That's all that matters. Speaking of fun to me, Steve, did you? You're obviously in the group chat, but I am beyond hype for Space Jam 2.
Oh yeah, I heard.
I just got off the moon. By the way, I was stuck up there for
For
a few
days.
days.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Tony on the Moon.
Yeah, because
Uh-oh.
Henry was supposed to send a rocket,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little disappointed by that, by the way. And then, okay, see, Brecken in chat said, I'd like a new Fallout where you're the overseer with a lot of options for management experience. That would be a cool way to take it.
Yeah, so like kind of a city builder?
Sort of, right? But it's obviously confined into like, say, like you get a vault.
So you're talking about that mobile game, right?
Was there a mobile game like that?
It wait, right?
I am being serious. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a
Have
mobile
you
game.
never seen the Fallout mobile game?
I've heard of a game called Fallout Shelter before, but I've never
Yeah,
I mean,
played
that's
it.
that's kind of like being the overseer.
Okay.
but Fallout Shelter is kind of
Microtransaction-y.
Okay, and Brecken is more referring to like Fallout meets The Sims.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And that would be... I'd play that game.
Oh, shit.
It's like you're basically the god of this world. And you just decide everything that goes down. I think that could make a good game, for sure. I believe so.
I see.
You know City Skylines?
Yeah.
Could you imagine playing Fallout in that way?
That would be a lot of fun as well.
Another settlement needs your help.
So my favorite story to ever tell about Fallout 4 was I knew someone who was playing Fallout 4 like when it first dropped. And they were super like hyped about it. They were bragging to everyone, "Man, I made the coolest shelter ever. Like my people are going to be so happy about this shelter." And like he goes out and comes back and everyone in his shelter is dead. Like they're all just massacred. And he looks at his shelter and he's like, "Oh god." So basically what happened was instead of making walls on his shelter, he used only doors.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so he's a moron.
And the raiders just walked right in and killed everyone. So yes, he's a moron. Oh, they were just... He just made 2 levels of doors, basically. And the raiders just walked right in and slaughtered everyone in his shelter.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's just like... Really? Really? That's your legacy in this game.
But I mean, also, you didn't go back to your shelter to defend it, you monster.
Right? Because I'm like, don't they tell you that, like...
Another settlement needs
I
your
mean,
help.
to be fair, if you're in the middle of a firefight or something, that little alert thing is really quiet.
That's fair,
Quiet
yeah.
for its own good.
Yeah. It's just funny, because it's just like, I'll never... When I hear Fallout 4, I'll always associate the game with that story.
You don't associate it with all the death claws?
Ooh, that's a lot
Oh
of
wait,
death
that's
claws.
New Vegas.
Yes, God, idiots, that's just Vegas. Oh man, it's bad, dude. There's so many death claws. Running through death claws was the scariest thing in that game. I didn't fear anything except death claws.
And then they're like, oh yeah, there's just this one place filled with them.
Oh,
Go
dude.
there and do a quest for us, will ya?
Mm.
You won't have to pass on that for like the next 50 hours.
Do you know, honestly, something that I did, and I'm not proud of it? So, I was just walking through the wasteland, and I had, it was New Vegas, and I had a companion. It was like, I don't know the guy's name, but it was a science guy. He had a nice lab coat on, he had glasses. And we were just walking through the wasteland, and then I just wasn't fully paying attention. I was just walking around, you know. And then, like, I looked to my left, and there's a Deathclaw staring at us, and he starts to fight, and then he starts fighting my companion, and he's focusing on my companion, and I just leave.
You're just like, nah, we're not gonna do this today.
It's just like, alright, bye!
Can I take a rain check? Does that work for you, Mr.
Seriously,
Deathclaw?
Deathclaw. And I just left
should
him,
I call
man.
you Mrs. Deathclaw? Senior?
You alright? Like,
Call it senior.
Deathclaw Senior.
it's like the name
Actually, my meeting was
Deathclaw.
with Mr. Deathclaw Jr.
Mr.
So if you could just go get him, that'd be great.
Well, it's like,
Thanks.
well, man, Mr. Deathclaw was my father. But you know, like Deathclaws, it's like just the name alone. It's like, hey, what's that creature about? It's about death and claws. Oh.
Yeah, that
That
about
little
sums it up.
Timmy's first listen.
Little Timmy, do you want to go see what that is? Outside?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Another settlement needs our help.
it's being attacked by Deathclaws. Nope.
Goodbye, settlement. Yeah, you're gone. It's over.
Goodbye. Had a good run.
Yeah.
I also find it to be really funny that sometimes, by the time you fast travel there, the settlement will already be done. It'll be like 7 raiders came to attack, and 6 of them have already died.
Well, you know, it just means that you got a settlement full of people that can handle themselves. And,
And then you see that one turret did all the work.
yeah, of course, it was a turret. You would think, like, the people, other raiders would see all of the other dead raiders outside the turret, and they would just be a bit discouraged,
like-
you know?
Yeah. Don't turret that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that huge body pile, or pile of bodies outside that turret? Yeah. Maybe let's not mess with the turret this time.
Now we're gonna run straight at it.
Yeah, right into it and die
Miss
again.
every bullet.
It's because they have stormtrooper aim.
Yes.
You mean the more of them that there are, the worse they get?
Of course.
That's the ninja effect. You know that's an actual thing, right?
The
It's
ninja
a-
effect.
Yeah. It's a thing in movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
The more ninjas you have,
The worse they
the
are.
less the ninjas matter.
Yeah. It's like I'd rather
The more
have
Mr.
one.
Andersons there are, the more that they can get beat up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Exactly. Like when you have one Anderson, he's got to be intimidating.
But when there's 50, it's action time.
It's lights, camera, action.
Yeah. Because now the stakes have been raised, so
Of course, right?
yeah. On an unrelated note, have any of you guys tried the new Hat in Time expansion?
No.
Nope.
I still haven't gotten a
Thanks.
chance to try the original game out.
Still only played a little bit.
How is it, Steve?
It is a really good time. I'm actually playing it right now as we speak.
Nice.
I'm currently playing my Obsession.
Yes,
Yep.
I know. Oh god, that's a lot of lava. Yeah.
Which,
Huh.
which by the way, I think Steve needs to take a guess.
Okay.
I guess as to what?
How many
How
hours
many
he has
hours
in
I
it?
have on this game?
40,
Go higher.
60,
Keep going.
80.
I think that's a little too high. You're off by about 6 hours.
Ah,
Yeah, it's he's been putting in some work, man.
oh,
Might be playing a little bit, a lot.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
mean, I think I put in a solid 4 hours in Hat in Time. No, just 2. I lied.
Yeah.
Felt like 4 though, because I was looking for one time flex for like an hour.
Well, were you like crafting something or something?
No, I just really wanted to find the dang thing, and I couldn't find it.
Oh,
Because the camera is really awkward for me sometimes
what in
in Hat in Time.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably one of my main gripes, is that you can't use the camera to just really look around.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, it's very limiting.
You played on controller, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever look at all the games you own and wonder, like, wow, I haven't played any of these?
Yeah.
Legitimately, that's part of the reason why I've started cutting back on getting new games.
Yeah, same.
So my wish list has probably multiplied by like 8-fold.
I just haven't. I don't think I've bought a game in the last few sales.
I mean, I got games in one of the last sales, but that was only because it was Steam Cash that I already had.
That's true. Did I buy a game? I technically bought Rainbow Six Siege recently. A few months
Siege
back.
is a good game.
It is a really good game, and I'm glad I bought it.
You've met my roommate Sam, right? You talked to him.
Yeah.
Talked to him a couple times.
I think I actually talked to him about Rainbow Six Siege on 4th
He
of July.
plays a lot of Rainbow Six.
It's a fun game.
He's in the next room
Yeah.
right now.
It's a really fun
I mean,
game.
if you say it loud enough, he'll show up.
Yeah. No, that's how it works.
Rainbow Six!
Yeah. Ah.
Just go to his door and knock. FBI, open up!
Did my hat in time? Oh, that's so sad. I think my hat in time just crashed.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Do you need another hat?
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the game, crafting more hats.
Yeah, you get more hats.
Gotta get more
Is
hats.
that Team Fortress 2 you're talking about?
What? Getting more hats.
Everyone just wants the hats, man.
What do you, I don't know
I
what you're
wouldn't be
talking about. We're just
surprised
talking about hats here.
Mm-hmm.
if there weren't some...
Just having a nice conversation about... Give me that hat.
Give me your hat!
hat in time TF2 mods.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not... It's real, isn't it?
It probably exists.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, man.
I mean, there's a mod that turns you into a salt shaker, so...
Wait.
I'm serious.
Why? I mean, I'm so happy that someone made that. It's beautiful. But it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, but why did this go through your head at that time? Like, when did you think, man, you know what would make this game a lot better? If I was a salt shaker.
Yeah.
I love, like, people, dude, because it's just like, what were you doing when you decided to... Like, I get so curious sometimes, because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, man, like, were you just really angry at the game? And, like, said, I'm so salty, I might as well be a salt shaker. And then said, you know what?
Maybe I will.
Yeah, they just do it, actually. That's actually how I really want that story to be now.
Yeah.
I think that's how it has to be. Be funny if in that you're a salt shaker and everyone else is pepper shakers.
There's probably a mod for that.
Yeah. And you're looking for your other salt shaker.
Yeah.
It's like salt and pepper from Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm picturing. Didn't they have a kid named Peppery there or something?
I don't know.
I could be making that up, by the way. I have no idea.
I think they might have.
It's entirely possible. It either didn't, or it either happened, or it didn't. It's one of those two options.
There's not a lot of options in between.
No, there's not a lot of gray area on this one. Trust me, I'd know. Oh man. So what have you been up to, Steve?
I've been working,
Yeah. working on the railroad by any chance?
Yeah, just working,
Yeah.
you know?
Semester's got you busy, I assume?
Yeah. You too, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, God. Yeah. How many credits are you taking this semester?
15.
I've taken 18.
That's why we haven't seen him, by the way.
I'm taking
Yeah.
18, Steve, and on top of that, I'm also doing the internship.
I see.
So, I don't have time. Dude, I'm so busy. Like,
Yeah, I gotcha.
I wish I wasn't.
Same.
Oh, man. It's just like,
You should come up on when we had everybody up. It would've been a
yeah,
fun time.
was so
We had
busy.
a amazing Secret Hitler game.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so busy that week. I really wanted to, but I don't even remember
Yeah, I
what day
gotcha.
you did it, but I saw you guys talking about it, and I'm like, I'm not going to be available at all. I think I actually may have put that in the group chat, too. For once.
What? Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I'll be available at all this week.
Nobody chats in the group chat.
Yeah, dude, it's not even that I don't want to at this point. It's just like I'm at the point where like I have to like in between classes like go to my phone and be like, all right, now I have to try to catch up on all these messages, and it's just sometimes it's a lot harder than it seems because it's got so much coming in from everyone. But it is nice
Yeah.
to see the group chat going though, even if like I can't participate.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I was telling Nick before that I've been playing a lot of Pokemon still.
Oh, nice.
Brecken and I are doing a Soul Lock again.
nice.
Last time we did a Love Lock, and so it's a little different. The Love Lock made it so we could only catch gender-specific Pokemon. And the Soul Lock, it's not like that. You can just have it whatever gender. And the Ultra Moon has kicked our asses.
Really?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's crazy.
Jeez.
Honestly, like I'm not messing with you, dude. This is probably the hardest Pokemon game I've ever played. And like, before this we played Oras.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so easy, dude. It's like, I think I lost 2 Pokemon the entire time, but because of being stupid. Like,
Yeah.
and putting the wrong Pokemon out, you know, and making mistakes.
Yeah.
And I've lost a box, like almost like a box and a half worth of Pokemon. At this point, it's just... It's bad, dude.
Yeah, Ultra Sun and Moon is...
It's...
From what I hear, that's a scary game.
It is, dude. And it's like... Brecken and I were talking about the other day that there's a YouTuber / Twitch streamer we watched named A-Drive, and when he did it, he had a rule that every Pokemon he catches gets 3 lives. I understand why now.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep your Pokemon alive because there's so much in this game.
Yeah.
And I actually don't mind the totems and stuff. I know, like, I don't remember who I was talking to, but some people had problems that it wasn't gyms anymore. But they'll probably go back to gyms in the next gen. Like, I don't see them not going back to gyms.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to change things up every now and then. Like, I respect that they went for it. And then, dude, I just like a lot of Pokemon this gen. Like, Lycanroc is such a cool Pokemon. I love it. It's a little rock dog.
I don't actually know it.
Oh, okay.
I
They're...
don't know much about this gen.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So Lycanroc, he's a good boy.
Is that the stone puppers?
Yeah. So he has a few different types. Like there's just different like forms he can evolve into, like depending on like what time of day he is evolved from.
What? Tony, cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying that.
Also, he put a link to see the visual.
Yeah, and Lycanroc, it evolves from a Pokemon called Rockruff, and
I know Rockruff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it depending on what time of day it evolves, it looks a little different.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think it's cool. They need to do stuff like that more often.
Yeah.
I like the small boy.
Yeah.
Small boy, the best boy.
Dude, Rockruff is one of the cutest Pokemon ever, by the way. I will not...
Oh yeah. Rockruff is great.
He's so cute.
Ruff.
He's just a little baby dog.
Yeah.
And then, Lycanroc's a good Pokemon, too. Like, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan. And then, the one thing that, is interesting about this gen is the Ultra Beasts. And, they're very powerful creatures.
Yes.
And,
They're sort of...
if you were thinking overpowered, then yes.
Well, they are sort of overpowered.
Yeah.
I was playing some Showdown earlier, and
Yeah.
yeah, they're overpowered.
When they show up, dude. So, do you know who Necrozma is?
Yes, I used him in a random once.
Okay, so there's a thing called Ultra Necrozma,
Oh no.
and it's the most powerful Pokemon in the game. And we had to face it, and don't ask how, don't ask why.
Yep.
Somehow I one-shot Ultra Necrozma.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And,
Did you save scum?
what do you mean?
Oh, sorry, that's the Fire Emblem term for it. Would you...
Save scumming is reloading when something doesn't work out to a save right before it.
Oh no, I one-shot it.
Yeah, we know.
But like, why would I go back then?
He's saying...
Did you want to catch it?
Did you basically...
Oh no. You can't catch it there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't catch Ultra Necrozma.
Yeah.
You have to kill it.
I see.
Yeah. Which is weird, but yeah. There's a few spots in the game where you can't catch a thing. And it's weird, because I've never had that in Pokemon before.
Yeah.
Because I can't recall a time in any of the Pokemon games where you run into a legendary and you're not allowed to catch it.
Yes.
It's... can you guys think of one? Because I honestly can't.
I think when they just force run away.
Diamond and Pearl.
Did they do that?
Yeah, I believe you ran into there was either a thing where you ran into Arceus or Giratina and you couldn't catch them earlier on.
Oh, I think you're right.
Did they even initiate the battle with that one, though?
No, they didn't.
Don't think
Yeah,
they did.
That's what I thought.
I meant, yeah, I was more referring to like in battle kind of thing, because you face like you have to fight Ultra Necrozma. There's another Ultra Beast before that. I think you fight. I like this game a lot. There's a lot of content in it. There's a lot of stuff to do, and I'm a fan. Like I do enjoy this game. I was a little hesitant at first because it's like, oh, no gyms. I don't know, man. But I'm really glad I played because I haven't been having a ton of fun with Brecken playing this game.
What do you mean? Oh,
Brecken and I are doing a soul lock for it.
Yeah. So you have been having a ton of fun?
I have, yes. I've had a lot of fun.
It sounded like you said you hadn't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I've had so much fun. Like a ridiculous amount of fun. It's been really hard, but I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I could see that.
It really is a good challenge, though, I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
You don't feel shortchanged for things being too easy in this game.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah,
honestly,
and
because
I can't speak for Sun and Moon normally, but Ultra is the one I'm playing, and there are differences.
Yeah, I've heard. I heard Sun and Moon was easier.
Yeah, and I know Ultra Sun and Moon has an extra trial. I know. There's some differences about the game, I know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. There were a fair few.
For sure.
I feel like I'm not really, like, I don't like the direction Pokemon's going in, I guess.
Okay.
Currently. I haven't for a while. Like, the power creep is absolutely insane.
What do you mean by that? 'Cause I'm not sure.
So, do you understand the idea of power creep, or
No, I don't know what power creep is. Yeah.
So think of Magic the Gathering, right?
Okay.
Right. So you have.
I have like a basic knowledge of that.
You have the most powerful. You know what? No. We'll go with Pokemon.
Okay.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You have the most powerful Pokemon in the game, right?
Okay.
Mewtwo. Let's say Mewtwo. But now we have to come up with a new most powerful Pokemon in the game, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But now we have to come up with a new most powerful Pokemon.
You see, you say this is some Dragon Ball Z bullshit. Is like where you're going with this, right? Like.
Yeah. Power creep. You see what?
Yeah. And in chat, Brecken said power creep is definitely a thing. You're right.
Yeah. So like, I haven't been liking the new games because now we have Omega Rayquaza.
Yeah, right. Because it's just like
It's
now
like,
that
okay,
now that I know what you meant by power creep, you're so right. Yeah, Brecken just said there are Pokemon more powerful than the literal god of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's just like at that point, you know, because it's like Mewtwo, the ultimate Pokemon. Just kidding, guys. This is the ultimate Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding, guys. This is just kidding. It just never stops, you know.
But so like, it's to the point where like, you know how Dragon Ball was good for the first couple.
Yeah.
First couple bosses.
Yeah. Like
Cell,
it was good up to Cell for sure.
Yeah. You get
I liked
Majin
Majin
right?
Buu too, but yeah.
Up to Cell, it was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Majin Buu was okay.
I liked him.
He wasn't. Yeah, but so like Vegeta, Frieza, they were all really cool bad guys.
Yeah.
But so like after you get high enough, it gets to be okay. We get the point. This is gratuitous.
Yeah, I get that for sure. It's just like if you like look at how strong people are in Dragon Ball Z now, it's like over 9,000 is nothing.
Yeah, no, it's like they're in the billions.
Yeah, it's
right?
just crazy, dude. Because it's
so like
I definitely see what you mean for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just keep having. They have to make stronger and stronger Pokemon. But like, I would love to see them not make stronger and stronger Pokemon. Like, I get that the legendaries in your game have to be strong.
Yeah.
But they don't have to be the strongest Pokemon ever made.
No, and I think that trend started with Diamond and Pearl.
Probably with Palkia and Dialga.
Yeah, and when they started being like, we have a god Pokemon, what the fuck can we do from here?
Yeah. It's like...
Like, how are we going to continue to sell games? Oh no.
They really put all their eggs in one basket there.
Yeah.
And it's just like... Okay, now we made God. What do we do now?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like... Isn't in, like, Pokemon lore, isn't Arceus the first Pokemon now? I think.
I don't no.
Because originally Mew was the first Pokemon. Like, in, story-wise, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
And now I think it's like, no, but Arceus was really the first Pokemon. But it's like, but Mew was the first Pokemon. Who's lying?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just... I love Pokemon. Like, I enjoy the games and stuff, but, like, some of the lore and stuff gets weird.
Yeah.
Knowing more and more about Pokedex entries is freaking me out, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No, they're
It's
freaky.
a children's game. Like, the...
You know, just have really dark lore in the background.
Yeah, dude, like, Hypno abduct children. Like...
Dude, I think you're missing the point of, like... I don't know... Parasect? If you don't know Parasect...
I don't think I know Parasect.
Parasect is really fucked up.
What is it?
You're basically trying to evolve a Pokemon that will eventually have its body and mind taken over by a parasite.
Oh, yeah!
That's
You're
what the mushroom on
actively
its back
trying
is?
to kill it.
Oh...
Yeah. It's really fucked up.
That's pretty messed up, man. And, Brecken said, ignore Pokemon lore, no sense is to me made. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's not it's supposed to make sense.
No,
right?
yeah, it's just like, I feel like if I tried, I would just have, like, an aneurysm.
Let's be real here, Pokemon is Dragon Ball.
That's true. And Brecken said, leave Parasect alone. It's happy, I think.
No, it's not.
She said, I think. Yeah, God, what some of these Pokemon entries are just the worst. Like, most of the Mega Evolutions are just so bad.
Yeah.
Like, most of the Mega Evolutions are like, this Pokemon is in so much pain, why are you doing it to it?
Yeah. So, again, that's why I don't like Megas, is the whole power creep thing.
I do understand that. I think they're cool. Like, I like the idea of them making a version of Charizard that's actually a fucking dragon. Because, you know, he's a dragon. Look at him. But,
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
What do you think about Z moves?
Eh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. If everyone's using Z moves, I don't have a problem with it. Because I think you're limited to one Z move for battle, and stuff along those lines.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting that everyone can have like a potential one-hit KO move if used correct.
Yeah.
It makes you prepare more.
Yes. I get what you mean.
Yeah, might not be the most popular opinion, but yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah. I'm happy with the new games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Brecken also brought up a point. Like, I think she's right here. Megas should have been given to really weak Pokemon to make them viable, but they're also part of the power creep. Yeah, because, like, it would have been fun to give, like... I know there's a Mega Gyarados, but imagine Mega Magikarp.
Yeah, no, that would have been fun.
This is a really big Magikarp or something. And
we don't need a Mega Gyarados. We needed dumb Megas.
Yeah.
We needed Mega... Mega Love Disc. That would have been...
I actually love the idea of that, yeah. You know what I want? Mega Wobbuffet.
Ooh, Mega
Ooh. Like a Mega Persian or something would be fun.
Yeah.
Just Pokemon that aren't like necessarily like the most powerful Pokemon. Like Garchomp. Garchomp doesn't need a Mega. And Garchomp's entry is just so weird. It's like Garchomp is screaming because it doesn't have arms and its arms are like scythes. And it's just freaking the fuck out. Oh, Mega Quillfish. Brecken brings up a great point.
Mega Quillfish. We need. It's required.
Brecken might not like this one. Mega Stunfisk.
Oh no.
It's even more flat. Oh man. But yeah, it's like Kyogre and Groudon didn't need a Mega.
Yeah.
Like it's Brecken just types F you.
What
About Mega Stunfisk. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun though.
Oh, Mega Dunsparce would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? You see what I'm saying? Like all those Gen 3s that didn't have evolutions?
Yeah. I'd be interesting if Megas were limited to Pokemon that only are of like one evolution.
Yeah.
I would have been a fan of that. I think that would have been cool.
I would have liked that.
Yeah.
I think that would have been great because it wouldn't have been power creep. It would have just been
It's more
different.
Yeah, because it gives you a reason to use this Pokemon.
That is otherwise useless. Like
Yeah.
even like a 2 evolution, like a Skitty or something.
Yeah,
Mega Skitty.
Delcatty, I think, is the evolved form.
Yeah.
Like, even doing a Mega Delcatty wouldn't...
Yeah, right? Like...
Because I don't ever see people use a Delcatty, like, right? Like, I don't...
No, they've never been competitively viable.
No, like, it's just...
It just doesn't happen.
I don't know. There's some Pokemon that would be... There are some, Megas, and I'm like, that's interesting that you gave that Pokemon a Mega. Like Mega Beedrill and stuff. I'm like, interesting. Mega Beedrill is really scary, though, by the way. But I'm trying to think. There are like a lot of Pokemon that have Megas that it's like, doesn't need it. Like, did all the starter Pokemons need Megas? I really don't think they need Megas. Like,
I mean, if you want to sell more games.
Yeah, you're right. From that perspective, yes. Then they really need them. Trying to think, who else would make a really fun Mega? Oh, so something, Steve, I don't know if you know about this, and Brecken probably correct me, because I'm going to get some detail wrong here. Z moves are beautiful. Do you want to know why they're beautiful?
Why?
Because Z Splash is a thing.
Oh.
And Splash now becomes, like, it boosts, like, attack and speed or something like that. But you can only use it once, a battle, obviously. But it's just like, wait, so you made Splash do a thing? Oh my god, this game's beautiful.
But they ruined the joke.
I know, but you know, if you get your Magikarp to level 100, Splash's one-hit KO move?
Is it?
No.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's fun to tell people that, though.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
One-hit KO move with 99% accuracy.
Imagine that.
Exclusively on a level 100 Magikarp.
That would be beautiful.
The meta would be over.
Everyone's running teams of 6 Magikarps.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Now I really wanted it, like...
I want it to happen.
Yeah, I just want a competitively viable Magikarp. Like, I don't know how we do it, but it has to happen in some way.
You can't.
I want it to be real. It's a dream.
I mean, make it.
Yeah, right? You know, why do I oddly feel like that, I've seen a video of a Magikarp that sweeps?
You know, I feel like it could be a thing.
I think it might actually already be a thing. I think Brecken may have showed me that video of a Magikarp just straight sweeping.
Yeah.
And good time.
So you mean the video where they basically baton passed all the stats to the Magikarp?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh dear God. That sounds absolutely evil.
It's amazing.
That's because it is. I mean, what did you expect?
Dude, I'm just telling you, that's the best thing anyone could ever done.
Yeah.
It's you make Magikarp the best Pokemon.
Yes.
Imagine getting swept by a Magikarp and knowing you can't do anything about it. You just have to
It
see
would
all of
feel-
your Pokemon die.
So bad. You know?
You'd stop playing.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, all right, I'm done.
It's like this game's not for me, man.
We're done here.
Yeah.
No more.
It's like it's over. This isn't for me. I'm done. It's not worth my time. I'm just gonna die here alone. Oh man.
Oh my God. These Hadden Time challenges are insane.
What are they like?
I'm dodging missiles on a tightrope.
Oh,
I just got hit by 6 missiles and died.
that's a lot of missiles, Steve.
Yeah. So it's like doing platforming challenges under ridiculous scenarios. Like the whole missiles thing, right? Before I was doing the missiles thing, I was jumping on, like, essentially trampolines, right?
Ooh.
But the trampolines were moving quickly from side to side.
That sounds like a real
Yeah.
challenge.
This is probably the most like, it feels like, have you ever played a Kaizo game?
No, I don't think I have.
You know what Kaizo games are?
No.
Okay.
Have
So-
you ever seen a Mario video where a hidden block will totally just mess with somebody when they're trying to make a long jump?
Yeah.
Or like any of the really hard moves that they do, like a shell drop and then jumping off of it midair. Like, that's Kaizo stuff.
Okay. I'm a fan.
No, it's the worst.
By a fan, I mean, like, it sounds horrible.
Yeah. Like, it's a good time. They give you infinite lives, but
But you still have
I mean,
to deal
like,
with it.
we should
Yeah.
show you the Kaizo speedruns that people have done.
I would actually like to see him because, you know,
Your mind would melt.
yeah. My mind's already melted and I haven't seen them yet.
oh my God, fucking,
At in time.
I should not curse on stream.
You can curse, I don't care.
That's fair.
I cursed, I've cursed like 10 times this podcast already alone, so.
Okay. On stream.
It's alright. Everything is okay. What's the worst thing they're gonna do? Ban me? I mean,
Damn.
Yes,
could.
they'll do it.
yeah.
I refer to the side channel picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not banned.
Mm.
Why would you say it's banned? It's not banned.
Damn.
Not banned.
Man.
Zelda is not a banned character in Smash Bros. She's like D tier.
Man.
You guys are just bad because you can't beat her.
Man.
I'm using a legitimate strategy. You don't even know what's going on here, Nick.
I'm looking at this this new Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh yeah, so that whole thing, the whole power creep thing, is why I'm excited for Let's Go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's no power creep. Fucking ball. Fuck. 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 Okay, that's it. We're done with this one for now. Back to the hub. Too many missiles. Yeah.
Wow. That's really shitty of someone.
What?
So we misplotted about two or three spots in our mall, and this happened over the course of 12 hours. Somebody completely demolished that part of our mall.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you know how long it takes to make glass and all these other materials by yourself. Takes a while, and we used a lot of glass, and it's kind of really not cool of the other dude, especially since they're right next door and directly competing against us.
Yeah.
Constantly using our portals.
Well, can you not allow them on your land?
Yes, but see, the issue was that we missed those plots because our friend had decided to give us those plots without telling us he was revoking his claim.
Oh.
Which is a big old no-no. That means it's very valid that people can go and take that stuff if nobody's claimed it, but also there's only one group in the area, and that we're pretty sure we know who did it.
Did you guys reclaim them?
Yeah. It's just really shitty. We spent an entire day making glass.
Oh. Is glass really that hard to make?
It just requires a ton of soil and sand, which can be really annoying. Unless, of course, you're buying it. But it also takes time to make it in the furnace. So, take that as you will.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
sounds like it could be a fun time, or not fun time, depending on which side you're on.
Yep.
Yeah. Boundless is cool. It's like when we were playing Rust.
Is that better?
Rust, I like Rust better, personally.
Ooh, got him.
Say that again, Steve, sorry.
I like Rust better, personally, honestly.
Then what?
Than Boundless.
Okay.
Like-
Obviously I haven't
Yeah.
played Boundless,
Yeah.
but Rust was a lot of fun.
Rust was a good time.
Yeah, I always liked it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So the podcast has been going on for an hour 43 now. I'm gonna end the podcast here. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being on. I appreciate it. The live stream will be up just for a little longer. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. It's been episode 246. Bye.
Boy.
Bye.